Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we're gonna discuss about the exception handling as a part of Java tutorial series. As a part of this exception handling series, we'll discuss how we'll be able to handle the exceptions in the code using try, catch, throw, keywords like throws, and finally keyword. But but in this first lecture, let's focus on the differences between what is the difference between exception and error. Okay. Let's see what's the difference between exception and error. So the root class of exception and error is throwable. Throwable. This will have exception and error. And in again in exception we have checked and unchecked exception. We'll discuss these checked and unchecked exceptions in the upcoming series. But in this lecture, let's focus on the actual difference between exception and error. So for that, let me go to my IntelliJ IDE. I'll explain you through some code snippets so that it will be very much practical and you will be able to relate very clearly as well. So let me create a main class here. So I've created a main class, and in this I'm writing some main method. Okay, here I'm trying to create integer array. Okay, like I'm adding numbers into this array like 1, 2, and 3. So I created the integer array, naming numbers, and these are the 3 integers in this array. So now we'll try to understand the exception here. So now I'm printing numbers of 3. What does it mean, numbers of 3? So in integer array, 1 is at 0th index, 2 is at first index, 3 is at second index. But numbers of 3 means third index, right? We don't even have any number at third index. The size of the array itself is 3. But now we are trying to access the element which is at third index. You see this array size indexing will start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2. Okay, but we are trying to fetch the element at third index. This will obviously throw some error or exception. Let's see. Let's try to run this and see. It is running up. Let's wait for a sec. Yes, you can see that it has thrown some exception. Array index out of bound exception. So this is nothing but exception. But we can handle the exception. Let's try to handle the same. I'm trying to put this in try block. And here I'm trying to put catch block. Catch E. Right, why is doing here? In small letter, okay. Try catch block. Now I put it in try catch block. So let's see. Now I'm trying to print something like exception occurred while retrieving number from array. Now let's try to run this. Now what will happen? Now you can see, right, there is no array index out of bound exception itself. Now exception occurred while retrieving number from array. So that's the beauty of exception. So if in code, let's say you any exception occurred and you can able to handle it, that means you are not handling it gracefully instead of terminating the program. In the earlier case, what happened? We don't have this catch block, right? we only had this two lines. So in that case, it is the program got abnormally terminated and it has been thrown array index out of bound exception. But with the use of this try catch, that abnormal termination of the program is not there, right? It like means we are handling the exception. We are handling that array index out of bound exception, which is being thrown at this line number 8. And we are saying to user that exception occurred while retrieving from array. So this is what exception means. We can able to handle the exception. If exception occurred in program, we'll be able to handle the exception. Let's see on error. What is error? So let me use the same class here. Now I'm commenting this. Try. Okay. Now I'm trying to create an array with max value. So now I'm trying to create this max value. What will happen? What is this max value means? Like it's like infinite value. Okay, it's an infinite value. Our JVM cannot allocate infinite memory to this array itself. So in that case, it will throw out of memory error. That is what error means. Let's see. It should throw out of memory error. See, requested array size exceeds VM limit. Out of memory error. So this is what error means. We can't handle errors, but we can handle exceptions. Any exception is something. I'll try to write somewhere here. Let me write in here itself. Any unwanted or unexpected event that disturbs the normal flow of the program is called exception. You have seen it right already. And what is error? Error is it could be anything like out of memory error, stack overflow error. Those things which are not in our control is called error. But this exception which is in our control, we can able to handle it by using try catch block. And there are some other techniques as well, which we'll discuss in upcoming lectures. So that's it for this particular lecture. Let's stay tuned and try to get some exciting knowledge on this exception handling by hitting like, subscribe, and bell icon. Thank you. Stay tuned. Bye bye.